the people that were representing the zone were coming with an offer that wasn't upfront and truthful with me, Wilder told the boxing scene. They came back and apologized to us. They knew they were in the wrong. The money was not going to be the motivator of everything. I bet on myself. I make way more money than what they're offering. We don't believe you. You need more people. They were not honest within the information. Blah, de, blah, de, blah. When asked to elaborate, Wilder instead chose not to offer too much in response, other than to say, "It is what it is, and I'll keep it like that." Okay, so Deontay saying that he earns more than the zone were offering. He earns more than. Let me stop that. Let me stop sharing that. He earns more than the zone were offering. Phil Walker. Deontay Wilder claims he earns more than the zone were offering. So in effect, he's saying that in his three fights, he does earn more than $100 million. Phil Walker.
Well, look, let me say this right here. I've never really been in counting people's pockets, but let me say this right here.
Yeah.
Based on, let me say this right here. I don't think Deontay Wilder is a liar. That's my first thing, right?
Now, you do not. You do not.
I do not. I do not. Okay. I do not think he's a liar in general. So let me elaborate on that. Now,
yeah.
Based on the purses that we see from Deontay Wilder, he is extremely not just a hair shy. He's extremely shy of the $100 million. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you sit down and you just kind of, do the math, you say, okay, look, 3 fights, $100 million. I don't know if you're making that much money if you just really sit down and do the math. Now, with that being said, okay, what's the saying? I was born at night, but not last night. You know what I'm saying? So you can sit down and you can do the math, and it just doesn't add up.
No.
But I think if Deontay Wilder says this is the kind of money he's making, I don't see any reason for him to, make that up. Now, where the money's coming from, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to see the actual figures that Deontay Wilder is speaking about, because as of right now, I don't see the money. I don't see it. And that's just me. Yeah. But again, I don't think he would lie about it. I just need to see proof. That's my whole deal.
Yeah. Let me come in on that. I think Deontay Reason has every motivation to lie. I do find Deontay Wilder to be a liar. Okay, so let me go ahead and substantiate that. Deontay Wilder, in my estimation, in my opinion, from what I've seen, is a consistent liar. Now, I'm not saying that from a biased point of view. I wish I could say otherwise, but to me, from what I've seen him, and I will substantiate it, from what I've seen of him, he is an habitual. Deontay Wilder, from what I've seen of him, from the contradictory statements that I've read about, which I will substantiate, Deontay Wilder is an habitual liar. In his dealings in the Dillian White, there were multiple times where he contradicted himself. He said, he started off by saying, "Oh, they just want to compare us, man. I ain't fighting Dillian White. They just want to compare us." In the next breath, he said, "Yeah, well, I'll fight him. I never said I wouldn't fight him. I will fight him. But, they got to up the money. They got to make the money right." Then it went on further negotiations back and forth, this and that in the press, and this, that, the other. They said, "Well, put Joshua on the contract." Eddie Hearn said no. Then when Eddie Hearn eventually put Joshua on the contract, then Deontay Wilder moved the goalposts again. So Deontay, well, I find that Deontay Wilder is a man who continually and perpetually moves the goalposts. Yeah, now that's a form of lying. Moving the goalposts is a form of lying. Okay, so now he agreed to fight Dillian White for, what was it, 6 million? 6 million, 7 million, 8 million, in that ballpark, between 6 and 8 million. Now, if Deontay Wilder is saying that he makes, what did he say? He said he makes more than 100 million for 3 fights. Okay, so what? So why would a man who makes in excess of 33 million per fight agree to fight Dillian White for 6 million or 8 million when he makes 33 million, in excess of 33 million per fight? Why would he be agreeing to fight Dillian White for between 6 and 8 million?
That's a good point.
For a man who makes in excess of 33 million per fight, why did he agree to fight Anthony Joshua for 15 million? I find that the man Deontay Wilder is a perpetual, incessant liar. Very strong term, but there you have it. Too many contradictions with the fella. Too many contradictions with the fella. Now, as a man, as an entertaining fella, now do I think I would enjoy being in a bar, having a drink, chatting with Deontay Wilder? Yes, I do. I do think I would enjoy that. Am I condemning him as a human being? No, I am not. But I am saying, as far as truth is concerned, Deontay Wilder is not my go-to guy. John D. Lee.
Yeah, the contradictions in Deontay Wilder's behaviour are too well documented. One name, one face, unification. That's what we need to do. 6 months later, it's not even about the belts anymore. It doesn't matter. Now, we're back to one name, one face again. And for me, when I first knew about him, Vlad was still the number one heavyweight. And I was just desperate for the end of the Vlad era because it was boring the tears out of me.
Terrible.
So I was hoping that Deontay Wilder was actually going to be the man to finish it. I was quite happy to get behind it. But it just, nothing happened. And slowly and gradually, everything that he said has just been too inconsistent for me. As for him lying about his purses, well, currently he looks really stupid for not taking the DAZN money.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like at the moment. So that's his reason for lying, because I think Deontay Wilder has a huge ego problem.
Terrible problem.
I think the whole issue with making the AJ fight was he wasn't the A side.
Yeah.
I think Wilder thinks he can beat AJ personally. I don't think he would myself, but I could be completely wrong.
Okay.
But he wants to be the A side.
Mm-hmm.
And he's done lots of things to try and become the A side, but failed.
Yeah.
It's the whole point of the Fury fight for me.
Mm-hmm. But you see, here's the thing. Deontay Wilder, to me, was unconcerned with being the top man. He was happy with the WBC belt. He was unconcerned with being the top man. He was happy with the one belt. It's only when AJ inadvertently shamed him, when AJ's income started to shame him, when he came over to the UK and he saw that AJ was a superstar in the land, in the whole of the land, whereas he was only a superstar in Alabama at most, that really got Deontay Wilder galvanized. It galvanized him. He said, hold on, I can do better. It's like you got a friend, you got 2 kids in a garden, and one kid's really proud that he can jump over a 2-foot fence. And then his friend jumps over a 2.5-foot fence. All of a sudden, he doesn't feel so good anymore. Now he's got to be able to jump over that 2.5-foot fence too. But he was happy. The kid was happy when he was jumping over that 2 foot fence alone. But when he saw the next guy go 2.5 foot, then he started to look at himself in a negative way and say, hold on, we got to change this shizzle. We got to change this shizzle. You heard him on the commentating on the, was it Joshua v. Charles Martin? Was that it?
No, it's the Vlad fight.
Oh yeah, it was the Vlad fight. You heard him commentating on the Vlad fight, and he said, "Yo, man, we don't have anything like this over here. This is amazing, man. We got it." And at that moment, Wilder felt, yo, I'm only scratching the surface here. I'm only scratching the surface over in America. Look at this. Look at these 70. What was it, Amy? 90? Was it 90,000 people?
It was, wasn't it 80 for
90.
80,000 people.
90 for?
No, it was 90. It was 90,000.
Okay, 90,000 people. That's what I thought. 90,000 people. And in conclusion, like I said, what Wilder's saying doesn't add up. Why would a man who's earning in excess of $33 million accept 6 or 8? No, nonsense. Why would a man who's earning in excess of $33 million accept 15? Nah.
Well, let me tell you this right here. If look, this is just me. If I was making $33 million per fight, and my purses was saying $15 million, you can best sure I keep letting people think it was $15 million because they don't play about tax evasion here in the States, buddy. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. So
if that is the case,
yeah,
you might want to be quiet and keep that on the hush hush. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm no tax accountant or lawyer, but you know, I'm just saying.
I hear you. But in conclusion, I find Deontay to be not a credible witness. Final words, not just about that. Well, final words on that. I mean, Phil, I know your opinion. Your final words on that, John Dealey. Do you find, well, I'll go around the table. I'll ask each man, do you find Deontay Wilder, Phil Walker, to be a credible witness?
Look, let me say this right here. Do I find him to be a credible witness?
Yeah. Is he credible? Is his words credible? Is he the man who you can depend on his word to be truthful?
Well, no comment. No, I'm just fucking with you. Hey, look. Hey, look. I will say this. I will say this. I'm
going to interrupt you. I'm going to interrupt you because I sense. Remember, I'm a man with good senses. I sense you're trying to be loyal to your American guy, and I understand that, and I appreciate that. But that is what I'm sensing. That is what I sense, Phil.
So look, let me tell you this right here.
Yeah.
I will say this right here.
Yeah.
I think Deontay Wilder.
Yeah. He's a fantasist. No, I'm joking. Carry on.
He tells
speak it, believe it, receive it. So if he says it today, it's gonna come true tomorrow. What is it the James said? What is it the James said? He said, talk about it now. I hope you get it later.
I will say this. I'm not gonna. He's very misleading. Let me say that right there. We're gonna leave it at that. He's very misleading. You know what I mean?
Phil, where do you live, Phil? Texas. You're a Texas guy.
Yeah, I'm Texas.
Phil, I'm gonna recommend they put you up for mayor. You should be the mayor of Texas, bro.
Hey, look, let me tell you something, man. Funny story, man. I'm big. I'm actually big into politics down in my city, man. And you know what? Let me tell you something. You're not the first person that said that. Everybody wants me to run for something, but you know, my time's gonna come for that. That's another conversation for me and you later on, Ralph.
Word is born. John Daly.
Well, first of all, I want Phil to have my back. He doesn't break you, does he?
Yeah, for real. You should be a solicitor, you're a lawyer. You get legal issues.
I respect you. I respect you on not wanting to do you, man.
Yeah, I respect that. He doesn't want
to. Yeah. No comment. He's misleading. You know, we gonna leave it right there.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.